Surreal narco-musical Emilia Perez and epic immigrant drama The Brutalist were the big winners at the Golden Globes on Sunday, the year's first major showbiz awards gala. Emilia Perez, about a Mexican drug lord who transitions to a woman, claimed Best Movie Musical or Comedy, and the Spanish-language Netflix movie led all films with 4 awards in total, including Supporting Actress honor for Zoe Saldana. Meanwhile, The Brutalist, a story of a Holocaust survivor who chases the American dream, won Best Movie Drama and star Adrien Brody the Best Drama Film Actor. Well, for more, Eve Jackson from our Culture Desk joins me on set to talk about this. Eve, it was also a big night for France at the awards.
It certainly was. Emilia Perez won 4 prizes at the Golden Globes, which, as you said, is the first big night of awards season. Now it has a French director, Jacques Audiard. It's in Spanish. It's set in Mexico, and it's an operatic musical. And it really is, Karis, like nothing you've ever seen before. It tells the story of a Mexican drug lord who changes gender. So a big night for France, but also for diversity. In total, Emilia Perez had 10 nominations. It won 4. Best Comedy or Musical, Best Non-English Language Film. It also won Best Song, and star Zoe Saldana picked up the award for Best Supporting Actress. Now, the movie premiered at the Cannes Film Festival back in May, and it was largely adored there by the critics. Now, it earned its 4 actresses, Carla Sofia Gascon, Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez and Adriana Paz, a collective Best Actress award. It also picked up the jury prize. Netflix then swooped in to buy the rights. Now, the director, Jacques Audiard, has received numerous accolades over the years, including 2 BAFTAs, 11 César, which are the equivalent to the French Oscars, and 4 prizes from Cannes, including the top prize, which is the Palme d'Or, which is called for Dipan. You might also know his other films, A Prophet, which was in French, and Sisters, Brothers, which was in English. Now, in his acceptance speech, which he did in French, he said he'd never had a sister, and said that that was perhaps the reason he made this film about sisterhood, and if there were more sisters in the world, it might be a better place. Let's take a look at Emilia Perez.
Are you English?
No, I'm not English. Why?
No, because you you are pretty.
All right, you will tell us about another wildly audacious film that won Best Drama.
So it's called The Brutalist. It's a post-war epic. It's more than 3 hours long, and it won the awards for Best Drama, Best Director for Brady Corbet, and Best Actor for star Adrien Brody. Now, Brody plays a Hungarian architect attempting to rebuild his life in the US after the Second World War. And this, as I said, is an epically long film. He choked up in his acceptance speech, comparing his character with the journey his mother once took. She's a Hungarian immigrant. Brody's win was one of the night's remarkable career comebacks, in fact, more than 2 decades after he became the first youngest ever Oscar winner for The Pianist, in which he obviously also played a Holocaust survivor. There was another late career triumph for Demi Moore. She won her first Golden Globe for the body horror film The Substance. Now, Demi Moore gave an emotional speech as well as she collected her statuette, saying it was her first award in her 45-year career. In The Substance, she plays an actress who uses a black market drug to appear more youthful. It's definitely one that you should go and see. It's not for the faint-hearted, though. The film has sparked really a comeback for Demi Moore. She said that 30 years ago, a producer once said to her she was a popcorn actress and she would never be acknowledged. So she was delighted with this prize. Acting prizes also went to Sebastian Stan for A Different Man, in which he portrays a man who undergoes experimental treatment for a disfiguring facial condition, and Kieran Culkin for Jesse Eisenberg's awkward road trip comedy, which is called A Real Pain. One of the most surprising moments and awards of the night came when the Brazilian actress Fernanda Torres triumphed over Angelina Jolie, Nicole Kidman and Pamela Anderson in winning the Best Actress category for I'm Still Here.
All right, well, tell us about some of the other big winners from Sunday night's Golden Globes.
Well, there were lots of diverse storylines and casts that received recognition, with the Japanese historical series Shogun receiving 4 awards. It was a streaming smash for FX and Hulu. Now, Richard Gadd's semi-autobiographical look at his experience with a stalker and baby reindeer also had a very successful night. A supporting actress gong went to Jessica Gunning for playing the stalker. Now, that Netflix series was a huge hit and critically acclaimed, but it has more recently made the headlines, you might have noticed, for facing a lawsuit from a woman who says the show identified her as the real Martha, the real stalker, who was played by Gunning. And of course, the Wizard of Oz prequel blockbuster Wicked, that was probably the most talked about film of last year. It missed out on acting awards this time for its stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, but it did take home a prize that's called the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Prize. Now, this was an award that was added quite recently for films that get viewers into theatres despite the rise of streaming.